Let's see what works. Hey, there's Dave. You can do a Wi-Fi install. Here's Dave. Okay, so we're going to hook up Wi-Fi to this global pack. So we have in the box, you can have an Ethernet cable. Okay, that has a strainer leaf already installed, a PG 13.5. You can have the power supply for the router and the Wi-Fi module. Okay, you'll notice on here before I install it, you have the SSID GSC 10019. So when you're searching for the network after, you're going to be looking for that SSID GSC 10019. Is that the same on every one, or everyone's going to have its own individual? Everyone's different. Okay. Everyone's unique. Okay, so just find a spot to mount this unit. And once you get it mounted, we're just going to tilt it up so we can see what's going on. And now we're going to mount the power supply. So the hole here has already been drilled, but using a 7/8 hole saw. You drill a hole into the side of the pack so you can mount your strainer leaf. Okay. And the power supply itself. So move the northern lights out of the way, ultimate lights. Peel your Velcro off. Stick it somewhere in here. Okay, then we're going to connect this end to 110 or 220 direct power. So we'll hook up the red to direct line 1, which you can find right beside the pump 2 fuse. Okay, that's pin J22. So these are just direct 110 power, right, sitting next to these pump fuses. And then we can hook it up to neutral. An empty one on the neutral bar. Okay, so that's your power installed.
That's right there, yeah.
And it could go on any one of these bars, they're all open neutral lines. And then we're going to run this cable out to the router. And there's one little trick here is you need to take the Ethernet cable. It's going to get installed on the spot pack this way. Take the nut off. Put the nut on the power supply. So it's sitting there. And we're going to run out the hole. Okay, and we need to run this through cable gland. A little bit tight. Run it through the other side. Now we can tighten up, not all the way, but get it snug. Now we're going to bring our Ethernet cable in. It's going to go through the nut. And then run, how well you can see this, run the strainer leaf back, come through the hole, thread your nut on. Okay, now the Ethernet is going to run up behind all the probes. Okay, and plugs into the processor card. Here, and make sure it clicks in so it's installed snugly. Okay, and tighten the cable up. This is snug. Now we're going to run these to our Wi-Fi box. We have power and Ethernet. So the power plug's in the middle. Ethernet plugs into the only spot it can go in. Now what I like to do is not leave it up like this, just in case we have a leak. tilt it down. That way if any water gets on it, instead of running into the circuit board, it's going to run down onto the pack board. And that's installed. So we'll turn it on and give it a try. Okay, so if the Ethernet is connected properly, there's a green light here on the processor card, just shows you that everything's connected okay. So if it's unplugged, it goes out. Okay, just unplugged it. If I plug it back in, you want to see a green solid light. If it's flickering, it means it knows something's connected but it's not getting a good signal. If it's on solid, that means it's getting a good connection. So now I'm going to show you how to connect and control the spa. So we've downloaded the app. So the app is on the iPhone. So we go into your settings. Then you go to your Wi-Fi. Now we're going to look for that GSC 10019. Should show up in your networks. Join that network. The password is going to be Global Spa, one word. And in a different video we'll show you how to change that, but they're all coming from the factory with Global Spa, one word. Join. You only have to enter that the very first time you connect, and then after that it'll connect automatically. Okay, so that's, you want to see the check there and that it's connected, and then you're looking for the little Wi-Fi signal at the top saying it's connected. Now we're going to launch the app. So I have it here, Arctic Spas. Okay, actually I'll just show you. Sorry, it was running in the background. Close it. So just for your reference with the iPhone 4, to close, stuff runs in the background. To close it, you double click the bottom button and then hold the icon until they wiggle, and then hit the little white or red dots to close everything that was running. Okay, so now we're going to relaunch the app. And it's connected. So you can see the water temperature of the water is 84, set point is 72, and now we're running. Good stuff. Thanks, Dave. Installed.